Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge, and this is Cruise Peruse episode number 119. Boys and girls, we are headed from the east to the west side of town, and I'm actually gonna be heading to the gym because fat piece of shit, boys and girls. That's right, I am a fat piece of shit. I admit to that every day, hence the need to go to the gym, right? Self-understanding leads to self-improvement, something along those lines. But certainly, even a 27-year-old idiot telling you this shit, the reality is there's a lot of people, twice my age, older than me, that have the mental capacity of a fucking 5-year-old, okay? So I want to talk about Antonio Brown, because why not? The NFL season is about to kick off in about less than 12 hours. Oh my gosh, it's so fucking awesome. So yeah, let's talk about Antonio Brown, okay? So he finally, gets his headphone sponsor that he desperately wanted with all that fucking craziness. And here's the thing. I get it if you're a Raiders fan, that you have to profusely defend this guy. I get it, because it's team loyalty, all that shit. You have to twist the narrative, whatever. But to me, this guy's already a problem. This guy's already a fucking cancer. I don't see this guy lasting 2 years in Oakland, because obviously they're moving to Las Vegas. But what I mean by that is, I don't see AB staying 2 years. More or less, is it 2-3 years remaining on his contract? Whatever the case may be. I think within a 2-year span, that dude is going to be ousted. He's going to be ousted. I really don't know what the hell John Gruden was thinking bringing AB into the locker room, because this guy is just a problem. This guy is cancer just waiting to happen. It's not just waiting to happen. He is cancer. The dude's absolute fucking cancer. And anytime he touches anything, you just see it just die. And for Raiders fans, I'm hoping that's not the case. I'm hoping for you guys that's not the case. But the way this man behaves on and off the field, it's absolutely revolting. And a couple of things of note with Antonio Brown within the last few weeks or few days, really. Because of all the accumulative mispractices, general manager of the Oakland Raiders, Mayock, is it Mayock? Yeah, Mayock went ahead and issued a $50,000 worth of fines for Antonio Brown. And this guy goes on social media and posts this shit, and he said something along the lines of, they hate me, they hate to see me thrive, or some shit. Like, they hate me for not, for being me, or whatever fucking egocentric, arrogant bullshit that this cancer is throwing up. I'm not buying it all. I'm not. So you're telling me, being a good teammate, showing up on time, showing up to practice, putting in the hard work, like that's being a scrub, but being a fucking prima donna, cancer, disrupting the locker room, making everything about yourself, that is being a professional. Is that right, AB? Is that right in your stupid ass, jagged ass world? Really? Holy fuck, dude. Guys like AB genuinely piss me off when I'm watching football, because it's not about you. It's not about you. It's not just about you. And that's why that entire Steelers locker room culture made me sick. It started from, Mike Tomlin down to, Ben Roethlisberger, and you have guys like Le'Veon Bell, Antonio Brown, just cancers on cancers on cancers. And yeah, the Steelers might have gotten better because of their departures with Bell and Brown. But, the small caveat of having Ben for another couple of years, I don't know if that's going to, be any good for you guys. But for the sake of argument, they got rid of Antonio Brown, one of the biggest cancers, one of the biggest prima donnas in football. And the nerve this guy has to say he's going to catch up to Jerry Rice's record with all the bullshit he's been doing, you just make me sick, dude. You make me sick. I recognize that you're a good player. I do. I'm not an idiot, all right? As a football fan, I watch AB, and I always say to myself, wow, that's a really talented player. That is one of the best wide receivers I've seen in a long time in terms of just pure talent. However, because of that talent, ego, arrogance, foolishness, immaturity, cantankerous behavior, everything is linked to that shit. It's unbelievable. Every time I read about AB, it's some bullshit. It's always some fucking circus level bullshit. Because the Seahawks might have Clowney, but there's only really a big fucking clown fucking his team in Oakland, and that's AB. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ, dude. That segue wasn't really all that great. Your stand-ups suck. I know. It's been a long evening, right? Actually, no. Funny enough, I actually took a melatonin a couple hours before I slept, and I slept like a fucking baby. I slept like a goddamn baby. The thing with melatonin is I'm kind of a square, so 3-4 hours before I sleep, I pop one of those things in. Helps me sleep. And yesterday, fell asleep pretty early, 10, 11 o'clock. Woke up around 4 or 5, and woke up realizing that the FIBA World Cup was going on, and the USA was going to face Japan. And sure enough, the USA beats Japan by a margin of like 60 or 70 points. I don't even fucking know the final score, because watching the first quarter of that game, I almost fell back asleep. Just like FIBA World Cup, what the fuck do you want me to get excited about? Like, what is it exactly that you want me to get excited about? The fact that Kemba Walker, Joe Harris, Brooke Lopez, yeah, Donovan Mitchell, they're gonna dunk on some scrub national Japanese players. Like, really? I get excited about that shit? Okay, all right. I get it. Hachimura is a very exciting prospect. He just got drafted this season. But holy fuck, dude. What a horrendously boring game. And to me, it just speaks to the level of, all right, you won 3 games in a row, USA, but you didn't prove anything to me in those 3 games, except the fact that you aren't going to be up to it. I really don't think so. I think certain teams, I've said this, Serbia, Turkey gave us a run for their money, for our money, really. Australia, teams of that nature. I think they're just getting better and better each and every time. And the USA might be playing catch-up. I don't know. I really don't have a lot of confidence in this USA men's national basketball team in the FIBA World Cup. And if they prove me wrong, great. I've said this so many times, great. If you prove me wrong, I'm more than happy. I really am. Because I want to be wrong about my predictions and prognostications about the USA men's national basketball team. I want them to win. Like, do we not understand that national teams are there to unify a country for a common goal? To win? Like, what the fuck? Of course I want them to win, but I'm gonna lay the criticisms there because it's blatant and obvious. Like, bro, how the fuck do you expect me to believe with this roster, with the level of performance within the 3 group phase matches, do you really expect me to believe that this team is gonna get gold? I don't think so. I really don't think so. And again, if I'm wrong, awesome. Awesome, man. If I'm wrong, awesome. I'll take that, and I will take the L on that any fucking day of the week and say, great. I'm glad I was wrong. I'm glad the USA won gold. Let's head to the Olympics with that confidence, maybe with this same roster, and kick ass. That's what I'm hoping to say. That's what I'm hoping to see. But the reality to me is just based on these performances and based on the roster, based on everything else that I've seen in the FIBA World Cup, with all the other teams, I just don't know if the USA can pull out with the win. I just don't know if they can. Maybe they will, but we'll see. And you can tell during this ESPN Plus broadcast, and by the way, purchased ESPN Plus because they had this deal going on. 1 year, $39.99. Had to jump on it. Mainly because a lot of the sports I do watch and do catch from time to time, they do require ESPN Plus. And the 30 for 30 documentaries are fantastic. If you boys and girls have never seen any of the 30 for 30 documentaries, they're fantastic. Although I will have to complain about ESPN in certain regards on their app, their stream service, sometimes lackluster. Viewing can be a little bit problematic from time to time, but relatively speaking, because of the level of the amount of licensing rights that ESPN has bought of obscure sports and leagues and competitions, it makes it kind of worthwhile, especially with the fact that I watch the League Cup. I watch all these fucking things, obscure soccer matches, international friendlies, Euro qualifiers, World Cup qualifiers. I watch those. I have to catch those, mainly because, I talk about this shit all the time, boys and girls. You know me, that's why you come here. Or maybe you come here to just disagree, which is, holy fuck. Dude, if you're that guy, all right, and I've seen so many fucking people just swing back here to this channel just to disagree. I'm like, okay, dude, all right, you can disagree. But holy fuck, you went out of your way to dislike and disagree? Good fucking lord, woman or man. You have no goddamn life. Get the fuck out of here. Like, listen, man, if you ever see me on the social media forums, social media pages, whatever the fuck you want to call them, I will bitch and moan. All right? I'm not hiding away from that shit. I'm not hiding the fact that, yeah, of course, like, I'll shit talk people. Like, what the fuck? Like, check my Twitter, check my Facebook, check anything. I will shit talk all the time. But the reality is, I'll always put a fucking asterisk or a caveat and say, like, yo, dude, like, I may be fucking berating these goddamn athletes, but yeah, I understand they're athletes. The whole fucking criticism about AB, yeah, he's a fucking cancer. I'm not taking anything away from that shit. But guess what? This guy is a premier athlete, physical specimen, okay? I'm not taking that away. So, when you fuckers are gonna disagree, I always tell people this, not just on stats. Perspective and context is huge. This is why I try as best of my ability to lay out any kind of context and perspective when I'm talking about a certain sport, right? So if I'm talking about the Seahawks, I'm going to tell you flat out, I'm a Seahawks fan. If I'm going to talk about the Rams, I'm going to tell you flat out, I'm a Seahawks fan. I'm going to have more criticisms than compliments. And really, people like to call that homer, all that shit, but listen, the same people are probably those same fucking cocktease and cocksuckers who are probably saying some shit along the lines of, oh, my team, during the regular season, it's the Dallas Cowboys, but during the postseason, it's actually the New England Patriots. You fucking losers just got to get your shit together, man, all right? Like, if I offend you, I need you to take that offense. I need you to take that feeling of getting offended, bottle that up, crumple it up into a little spirit bomb shape, and shove it right up your ass. Because I don't care. I don't fucking care, man. Like, I have this one fucking follower on Instagram, and I don't really like doing this shit of like, oh, I got followers. Like, no. If you see the numbers, I don't have numbers. I don't fucking boast about numbers. Numbers don't mean fucking anything, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's what I say, it's what my opinions hold that matter at the end of the day for me. And at the end of the day, if I say what I feel is right, what I feel is honest, what I feel is truth in an entertaining form to get at you folks, to talk about certain points, I'm happy. But I have this one little fucking cocksucker who, on my Instagram page, I lay out highlight clips from these little segments here or any of the segments I record on the SkyLounge. Also post some memes up, sports predictions for fun. And there's always this one little cocksucker who will always comment like, oh, I only care about my team. Like, all right, dude, I don't care. Like, I don't fucking care, you fucking loser. Okay? Who gives a shit about what you're fucking saying right now, right? And really, boys and girls, the reason why I'm telling you all this shit is to tell you right now that you gotta have visors up. There are gonna be fucking morons out there who are gonna talk a bunch of shit. You gotta understand to ignore them, or use that as fuel. Use that as fuel for your hatred to do something else, do something productive. No rape and murder. I've been saying that for years. No rape and murder. But use that in something, in a positive, productive way. If you want to, use negative comments and go to the gym and work out, use that as fuel, go do that. Go do that. Negativity to positivity. That's what it's all about, man. And it is hard. Like, it is hard to, stay positive in the realm of social media, because it is just an awfully negative space. It really is. You go anywhere, especially, within the realms of talking sports, boys and girls. It is always the saltiest, angriest, troll-ass motherfuckers who has the dumbest shit to say. And you gotta think to yourself, like, who cares what this fucking retard thinks? Who cares? Who fucking cares, man? Who gives a fuck what this asshat thinks? I'm gonna say my piece. I'm gonna dip. And here's the thing: as long as your piece is providing, like I said, consistently, perspective and context, and not to the point of like fucking violence and slander. I mean, as long as we're not doing that, we're gravy, right? Like, okay, I'll give you an example of something you shouldn't be doing. In soccer, there is a great rivalry between two Scottish teams called Celtic and Rangers. This actually started because of religious differences between the two teams, one Catholic and one, I believe, just Protestant Christian, if I'm not mistaken, or Presbyterian Christian. I apologize for the Celtic and Rangers fans out there if I'm making that mistake of the distinction there. But it actually did start from a religious difference. But the rivalry is so great, it's so historic, and it's called the Old Firm Derby. And it's a great match to watch. If you've never watched it before, if you've never watched a soccer game before, I would highly suggest to watch that match if it ever comes on. Also the North London Derby, my Arsenal. But hey, Old Firm Derby, fantastic. But a week or so ago, there was an Old Firm Derby. And one of the Rangers fans who saw his team lose 2-0 went to one of the Celtic players and yelled at him, "Hey," I think his name's Scott Parker. "Hey, Parker, how's your daughter?" His daughter died of leukemia in 2008. You don't do that as a fan, okay? If you're a fan of the sport, you don't fucking do that. And listen, I'm not going to sit here and tell you guys I'm perfect. I have probably, within my group of friends, within a bar setting, within a casual setting, I have probably said some fucked up shit about sports rivals. I probably have. I don't recall all of them, but I know I have. But guess what? I really don't wish that upon anybody, right? Especially if you're saying that to the person straight up. Like, you're an asshole, dude. Like, you're a fucking asshole. At the end of the day, it's just a sport. Like, sports are great, it really is, but at the end of the day, it's just a sport. It's just a sporting event. There's more to life than this shit. And you bring up someone's deceased family member in that regard after your team got cream pied because of their incompetence, go fuck yourself, buddy. Holy shit. And that's what I mean. That's what I mean. There's going to be a lot of those fans, though. There's a lot of those emotional, idiotic fans who say dumb shit. And it's up to, it's up to us, to not really censor ourselves, but control ourselves in that regard. Like, yo, man, if you're going to talk shit about your rival, you don't got to say shit like that. You don't. You can just say, dude, that guy's a cunt. Fuck that guy. Like, he's good. He fucking beats us, but fuck that guy. I fucking hate that guy. It's the same shit I say with Harry Kane. Arsenal rivals, Tottenham's striker, Harry Kane. He scores on us all the fucking time. It makes me sick. Like, it makes me absolutely sick that he scores every time against us. But, I'm not going to be there. I'm not going to sit there and fucking ignore the fact that this guy is one of the most prolific strikers in English Premier League history, right? So, I don't know, man. Fuck, what the hell is all this shit? No, dude, what are you doing? Fucking asshole, holy fuck! Like, they don't give him room to scoot back? What the fuck? Oh, my God. Fucking morning commuting assholes, dude. Holy shit! The road rage is real, boys and girls. The road rage is fucking real. And there's an asshole on a motorcycle. Holy shit. Yeah. I know. I've been talking all about positivity, taking the negative to positive, but this is genuinely pissing me off. Driving down the road in the morning with all these fucking assholes who barely know how to drive. Yeah, that drives me insane every fucking morning. Every goddamn morning. Ugh. And yeah, I say dark shit all the time. I do. I'm not gonna fucking hide away from that shit. I'm not a fucking pussy ass. When I say, I never said that. I'm sorry about that. I only say sorry if I was wrong. Okay? I only say sorry if I was wrong. Like, dead fucking wrong. Like the DeMarcus Cousins thing. Oh, God. I know that was a couple weeks back, but shit, man. That thing was like... I really fucked that up. What I basically said was, this is probably some video of a gold-digging whore trying to ruin another professional athlete's life. I was wrong. Well, you know, the jury's still out on that. Like, you know, they got the arrest warrant. There's going to be a trial, maybe. Was it a misdemeanor, if I'm not mistaken, right? But, shit, man, like... Just don't act on the stupidity and the violence, right? That's all it is. As long as you're, you know, controlling yourself like a regular fucking human being, you're good. You should be good. You got all these fucking apes. Macho Man Joe. I gotta beat this guy up. Like, no, you don't. Why? Why do you need to do that? Oh, I gotta prove that I'm better than him. Like, do you? Like, for what reason? Why? What is this piss contest for, bro? Like, what the fuck? You don't need to do that shit, do you? Oh, no, I'm better than him. Small dick mentality, bro. Small dick mentality. Stay in your lane. Do your shit. Visors up. Focus up. Do what you gotta do. You know, it's infuriating to me sometimes, man. You got all these egomaniacal douchebags who think they're the world when they're clearly not. And you gotta just shake your head and think, God damn it. God damn it. We're surrounded by idiots. We're all surrounded by idiots. And shit isn't getting better anytime soon. It really isn't. Which is a bummer, but that happens, boys and girls. That it does. That it does. You gotta take a right here. Yes. But all that bitching and moaning aside, I am very excited for the NFL season. The kickoff for the Thursday Night Football game today is going to be at 5:20 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. The Green Bay Packers versus Chicago Bears. Da, da, ba, ba, ya, da, da, ya, ya, ya. It's exciting, man. I am excited about watching this new game of the regular season. Game 1, week 1. We have been waiting for months, boys and girls. The Green Bay Packers versus Chicago Bears. So let's talk about this game a little bit. Preview what's going to be going on in this game. You know, I think the reality of the Bears is you have a, shall I say, a bang average quarterback in Mitchell Trubisky. Dak 2.0. Does that do it for you, folks? Yeah. So there's that one aspect. I don't really think Chicago's offense is all that special. You know, maybe they prove me wrong, but I really don't think they are. Chicago's favored by what? Is it -3? I think the last time I checked, Chicago was favored by -3. But you know what? To me, in my eyes, yeah, Aaron Rodgers, you know, obviously, star quarterback. The guy's going to do his shit. It's going to be incredible to watch. But the question is on defense. It's a very young defense, a lot of new pieces. Do you think it's going to all gel in? I think game one, it's going to be a bit difficult. I think it is going to be, it's going to be to the point of Green Bay is going to struggle. I think Green Bay is going to struggle in this game, but ultimately they will come out with a win. Maybe a last-second field goal by Mason Crosby. Who the hell knows? Or maybe, just maybe, follow me on this, boys and girls. Just maybe the Chicago Bears have an opportunity to tie it to get it to overtime, but they miss a field goal. How demoralizing would that be to start the season at home? 100th season of the NFL, and that's how you start at home. I wouldn't be heartbroken, but I would feel for the Chicago fans. I would fucking feel for you guys. I would feel, oh my gosh, that's a dick punch and a half. There is no way you're recovering from that shit if you start the season like that in the most morbid fashion to your biggest rival in the sport. I mean, there's no equal for you guys. Green Bay and Chicago are eternal enemies, right? I know Minnesota might have their say in that, but I always think of Chicago and Green Bay. Those are the two that, you know, they truly do hate each other. The animosity is there all the time. But, you know, despite Khalil Mack and that scary front seven, you know, for the Bears, still think somehow, some way, Green Bay is going to come out of this one alive and do really well for themselves. But we'll see. We'll see what happens, because you never know. Like, you never know. Who the hell knows, man? Maybe Aaron Rodgers throws like 2 interceptions, right? Mitchell Trubisky gets a perfect quarterback rating. Maybe it's that perfect game for everybody on the Chicago Bears side, and this rallies them to another playoff berth in which they miss field goals. Dude, I'm never gonna not talk about that. Okay, I always got to talk about it, mainly because it's. Listen, if you motherfuckers are talking about Seahawks running the goddamn ball, I could do this with your fucking teams. You're salty, bitch. You're gonna talk about salty? I got fans 4 years later still fucking getting at me, still talking to me about the goddamn run. Gotta visit the bank here, boys and girls, with my long, lanky arms. But the Chicago game, it's gonna be a real challenge for the Bears. Discipline-wise, I think for them to get an early start, an early momentum for the season, you have to start strong. You absolutely have to start strong. You have to make sure you take care of your rivals at home, and that's how you win. I mean, does it get any easier than that? No, it doesn't get easy. It's hard work, truly is. But, fuck me. I fucked that up. Hold on, boys and girls. Gotta take the seatbelt out. And fuck me. Yeah, this is why early morning shit is annoying, but here we go. Alright. And I gotta start this shit over. Fuck me. Yes. Fucking shit. So, while I struggle, I'm going to go ahead and end it there, boys and girls, because we already previewed all the shit, and if shit don't work, I might just scream some dumb shit. So, boys and girls, follow me at the SC.Y Lounge, and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily contents. Now, fuck off.